Why do we live in a world where admitting you're wrong is seen as weakness? Think about it. Politicians get caught in lies and they double down. Celebrities make mistakes and they deny them. And in our own lives, we'll argue with friends, partners, co-workers, not because we're right, but because we're scared of looking wrong. But here's the truth, y'all. Refusing to admit when we're wrong, it doesn't protect us. It traps us. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is make that pivot. If you've been with me since the beginning of the season, episode 1, we talked about the art of pivoting. If you haven't, go back and watch it. It goes into shifting direction when life demands it. And you notice in the last episode, we talked about false information. It could be from political figures, could be from celebrities. But today, I want to connect those dots. This isn't about their misinformation. It's about the misinformation we feed ourselves. So today's conversation, it's about learning to pivot, owning when you're wrong, and doing it without shame. Because sometimes the bravest thing that you can do or say, is, I changed my mind. That brings me to my first point, which talks about the fear of being wrong. Now, why is being wrong so terrifying? Is it because the pride? Is it because of the fear of being judged, canceled, laughed at, or seen as weak? I'll give you an example. We've all seen public figures, maybe a politician, maybe a celebrity. They just got caught in a lie, or they made a mistake, and instead of admitting and owning up to the mistake, they double down. They rather look stubborn than vulnerable. Here is the problem, y'all. Every time they do that, the trust disappears. The credibility, it's gone. And let me be real with you. I've done it too. I'm not perfect. I can remember moments where I argued way past the point of logic. I wasn't defending the truth at that point anymore. I was defending my pride. And if you're honest, you've probably done the same thing too. But here is the key takeaway. Refusing to pivot doesn't make people respect us. It doesn't make them respect us more. It actually does the opposite. Now, the second point is the power of the pivot. Now let's flip it. Have you ever seen someone that actually owned up to their mistake, admit they were wrong? Maybe it was a leader, maybe it was a teacher, maybe it was a parent, or even a friend. But when they said, I was wrong, I didn't know then what I know now, and I'm going to change because of what I know now, didn't that make you respect them more? Pivoting is a very powerful thing because it shows humility. It shows growth. And I want you to sit with this. Pivoting is not quitting. Pivoting is not weakness. Pivoting, it is wisdom. And here in the green room, we call that a growth move. It's the courage to say, I'm different today than I was yesterday. And that right there is a good thing. So here's a question for you. What's one belief, one argument, one mindset you held that you later realized wasn't true? Did you own it or did you double down? And on this third point, it leads into how do you change without shame? How do you actually pivot without shame? Today, I'm going to give you 3 steps how to accomplish that. Step 1, pause and acknowledgement. Say, I didn't know then what I know now. That should remove the shame. You weren't stupid before. You just learned something that's new. Step 2, pivot and reframe. Say, here's what I'm doing differently moving forward. You don't stay stuck in that guilt. You turn it into growth. That leads straight into step 3, share and model. Because when you own your change publicly, you give other people permission to change too. And that right there is very powerful. See, here in the green room isn't about perfection. It's about real conversations. The real conversations leave space for pivots. So let me leave you here with this. Admitting that you're wrong is not weakness. It's wisdom. Refusing to pivot keeps us stuck. But pivoting moves us towards truth and freedom. Imagine what would happen if our families, our workplace, our politics, even in our faith, even in the communities, if more people had the courage to say, I changed my mind. So here's my challenge this week for you. Look for one area, just one, that you need to pivot, big or small. Maybe it's in your relationships. Maybe it's in your perspective. Maybe it's something that you believed that no longer lines up with the truth. And when you find it, don't hide it. Share it. Practice changing without shame. And if you're willing to drop it in the YouTube comments or DM me on Instagram, or you can share this episode with someone who needs the courage to pivot, because this is the green room. And here we don't cancel people for being wrong. We give them space to grow, to learn, and to pivot. And I'll see you next time. Peace.